quirky, very political, very much like a lawyer, but really kind-hearted and sweet and concerned about other people's happiness.
Yeah, I'd say Kellie's very selfless, and she goes out of her way to help others. She's very God-centered relationship. She's very caring, and she's just full of love and full of life. Well, what happened was I was talking to this one other girl, and I came over.
Isn't that crazy? He's hitting on somebody else.
And I came over and I was going to go sit with her at the lunch table, and I see Kellie across the table. I had no idea who she was, and the girl I was talking to told me that her name was Cassie. So I said, "Hey, Cassie," and she just gave me this look, like, don't talk to me ever again in your life.
I was angry.
Yeah,
he called me the wrong name. Like, this random guy is sitting at my table, my safe space where there's nobody making out, and I was like, this is where I'm good. And this dude comes up and is hitting on this girl and then calls me the wrong name, and I was just like, not today, not now. Let me enjoy my lunch and get back to school.
But I didn't stop there. I kept on going after that, and she went along with it, and she called me the wrong name for a while, and we sort of had this relationship of calling each other the wrong names, and it was fun.
They were like, how far can I tease this guy until it's too far? So yeah, that's kind of how it started. I was just kind of walking down the hall to go to lunch, and I saw him. We kind of saw each other on opposite ends of the hall. Not necessarily in a cliche way, but we kind of ran towards each other a little bit, and I was just going for a hug, but then he picked me up and I was like, uh-oh.
I was gone in this golf tournament for 3 days, and Kellie had taken my golf hat. And so she was constantly in my head because I don't have my golf hat at my golf tournament. When I came back from the golf tournament, I knew that I kind of missed her a little bit, but I didn't know I missed her as much as I did, because when I saw her, for some reason, I just ran up to her, picked her up, and spun her around. And I hadn't done that with anybody else before in my life. And so I guess I knew there was a special thing between us, and I got my hat back.
I like that guy who annoyed me so much. When we broke up, it was the worst feeling in the world, having to say goodbye to the person you love the most. But that's exactly why we had to let each other go, so we could keep growing to our full potentials.
Dear Kellie, you are unlike any other person that I have met in my life. There is so much I would like to say about how much I love you, and that is very difficult for me to put into words because I love you so much. So I will just begin saying whatever comes to my mind and hope that it works out by the time I'm finished.
I thought about you so much during that year. I thought about how much you broke my heart and how you had changed so drastically. But I also thought about how even though I didn't like you, I still loved you more than I could have ever imagined.
That year that I spent apart from you was one of the worst years in my life. I thought that breaking up with you was the right thing to do, and I thought that what we needed was the time apart. As it turns out, I was completely wrong.
You can drive me so insane, but I wouldn't trade that insanity for the world. I got to fall in love with you twice.
Throughout the entire year that I was separated from you, I felt like I was living on autopilot, as half a person who was just going through the motions day after day.
Our love is full of life and passion and heartache, but it's true love. And one thing I know is that I truly love you.